everybody, welcome to Summer Vlogs Part 2. As you can see, I'm out for a walk with Luna. It's an okay day today. It's nice and warm, but it's not too hot. It's probably as hot as I can bear. As you know from, was it the May vlogs when it was when the heat started? I found I just couldn't do very much because it was just so hot. This is bearable today. I've been able to sit in the garden for a bit reading my book. Got a bit more of House at Riverton read so that I can start something new when I go on holiday. But yeah, enjoying the nice weather. I think it's just about okay for Luna too. It's, I think, any warmer and we don't take her out, but it's okay today. It's a reasonable temperature, I think, for dog walking. We have a little bit of a sad couple of days up ahead with our poor little cat Amber. She's nearly 16. She's been poorly for a couple of years, but she's been okay. You know, we've managed to keep her happy, keep her out of pain and all that kind of thing. But she had a cancer in her thyroid. To be honest, she's lasting ever such a lot longer than we thought. We thought we were going to lose her 2 Christmases ago. So we've been very lucky to have these 18 months, but she's struggling right now. So we're going to have a chat with the vet tomorrow. So yeah, that's really sad. It's unfortunately it's what you have to expect, don't you, when you have pets? It's sort of, circle of life and all that. But yeah, 16 years, it's a long time, isn't it, to have an animal as part of your life. We had her brother too, Tiger. He was gorgeous too. We lost him a few years ago, actually, also to a cancer, but that was much more fast growing. Anyway, just to let you know that's going to be happening over the next sort of 48 hours, I should imagine. everybody. It is Tuesday. It's the 28th of July. Didn't film very much yesterday, as you probably saw. It was a sad day. We lost our lovely little cat Amber. She actually passed away on the way to the vets. Yeah, she was nearly 16, and yeah, she'd had a good life. But she'd actually been, as I think I mentioned before, she'd actually been poorly for a couple of years, so she did really well. Yeah, and I think the fact that she passed away on the way to the vet tells us that it was the right time for her. Yeah, so it's very strange. We keep thinking that we keep seeing her out the corner of our eye around the house. It's very weird now, sort of thinking about our household as just dog, no cat. We've had cats in this house for about 25 years. We've owned cats. Now it's just Luna. Yeah, so it's a sad day. Anyway, let's talk about nicer things. So I started my Farnham tea. I think I started on Sunday evening. Oh my gosh, it was really tricky to begin with. So here it is so far. It's a bit difficult to see. Here it is so far. So I'm just on my third stripe. So you do a long cast on. So I think I cast on all the way here, and then you do short rows, and then incorporating the stripe as well into the short rows, German short rows, which was fine. I've done German short rows before, but for some reason I think the instructions made it more complicated than it needed to be, because it was telling you to place markers. So it had you place markers where the sort of shoulders and back, the back neck and the back shoulders. So it had you place markers there, but the instruction about the marker was really unclear. Like it said to place the markers onto the stitch as opposed to onto the needle. So it said to use like clip markers and actually put them onto the stitch. And then it would say knit to the marker. And I was never clear whether that meant you had to knit the marker, the one with the marker in it, or knit the one before. Anyway, I won't go into it. But it was German short rows, which the instructions for how to do German short rows are really clear. So it's got a really good section at the front with all the explanations of how you do everything. And that was really, really clear. There's also a video, which is really fast, so I did have to slow that one down to try and work that out. But that, I didn't find that very clear with the markers either, because you couldn't quite see what she was doing with the stitch markers. So yeah, I found that really tricky. And I expect for somebody who's really experienced and does lots of this sort of pattern, would probably be able to do it easily. But I found it quite tricky. However, I have done it. There's a little bit of fudging went on with some of was it this end? Yeah, maybe that end. Something quite strange went on with the stitch there, but I'm sure I'll be able to fix that another time. This side seems to be okay. But yes, I am on track now. I have what I need. I've got the right number of stitches, and we are off. It's curling quite a lot. The yarn is really nice. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying working with that. It's very soft actually, even though it's got that kind of cottony texture. It's very soft. I think it'll be very nice to wear. Yeah, and I'm not finding it splitty or anything, because I don't know if you can. No, it's not possible for you to see, is it? It's sort of, you can see the linen and the cotton content because there are separate strands, but they're actually formed together quite tightly. They don't, if I untwist them, it doesn't really come undone. So that's quite good. Yeah. Anyway, I'm enjoying working on that. We are off to Kent today for Steve's follow-up appointment at the hospital to check how his progress is on his hip. He's really hoping to drive us home because he hasn't been driving, but he's hoping to get the go-ahead for driving. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. If he does drive, I'll show you a little bit of scenery on the way home. If not, obviously I won't because I'll be driving. But yes, I will speak to you later. Hello, we are back. Oh, you're a bit wonky. We are back from Steve's hospital appointment. I probably mentioned before that the hospital's quite far away. It's in, well, I say quite far away. It's about an hour and 20 minutes away. Yeah, so we have just been there for his 6-week follow-up appointment from the hip surgery, and everything is good. So we are all thankfully okay for our Scotland trip. We didn't think we wouldn't be, but you know, we didn't think this surgery was going to be quite so close to our trip in the end, as it was. But no, everything seems to be okay, so that's good. He was allowed to drive home, but it seems I found it a bit more difficult to relinquish control of the car. So I drove. He didn't mind, he said it was okay. We did stop and have some lunch on the way home, so that was quite nice. Yeah, now we're home. So I think I'm just sitting in the garden now having a cup of tea, and I'm going to do a little bit of work on my prospect tea, I think, for a little while. Try and get a bit more of that done. I was thinking about my projects for Scotland, and I think what I'm going to do as part of filming is I'm going to have a pair of socks for the car, and just out of interest, just see how long it takes me to knit a pair of socks, or at least a sock tube, whenever we're in the car up in Scotland. Hopefully I will let Steve do a bit of driving. I'm sure I will. Yeah, and we can see how much I get done of my sock while we're there. Yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to sign off for this part 2, and see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments on the first video. It's really nice to hear from you. Apologies that this one has a little bit of sad content, but that is life, isn't it? That's those are some of the things that happen. So but anyway, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for coming along in my summer holidays with me, and I will see you again in the next video. I'm back. I just remembered I was going to tell you, I was watching Naomi, the Apocalyptic Knitter, earlier. Hello Naomi, if you're watching. And she gave a shout out to a new podcaster. I think she's done 3 episodes and maybe a couple of other videos. Oh, hang on, what was she called? One Knitter and Her Dog, I think she's called. Anyway, I was watching her earlier, and I think I just watched the most recent one that she has, and she was wearing the most lovely Farnham tee, so that was really nice. So I might go back and see. I don't know whether she made that while she was doing her vlogs. I'm not her podcasts, I don't know, so I might go back and have a look. But yeah, that was, as I've got mine on the go now, it was really nice to see hers. She's done hers with her 2 different main colours, so a single colour stripe, and then 2 different, the wide stripes were 2 different main colours. It looked really nice. Yeah, it just goes to show you can make the same thing in so many different styles. But I think she used drop spell as well. But yeah, it was really lovely. Anyway, I'm going now.